Now at 5, Joplin City leaders outlined the $30 million bond that would fund renovations for Memorial Hall. Plus, Oklahoma lawmakers pass a bill that would prohibit trans athletes from competing in women's sports. And Pitt State gives students a chance to connect with area employers.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
In less than 2 weeks, Joplin voters will decide the fate of a $30 million proposal to renovate Memorial Hall. At a news conference today, some Joplin City leaders outlined exactly what the bond would fund and how much it would cost taxpayers. KOAM's Jalen Banks has more.
2 years ago, the city of Joplin issued drawings of what they hoped one day would be Memorial Hall. These drawings were of renovations and expansion for the Joplin staple. For almost 100 years, it has stood as a key figure in the community. But in 2022, it faces a new challenge, getting a $30 million bond passed on April 5th for renovations, so that it can stand tall for the next century. Supporters believe that keeping the hall up and running honors those who served our country and continue to.
When they opened it in 1925, there was over 2,000 veterans that attended that opening of Memorial Hall, everywhere from Civil War, Spanish American, and World War I veterans. So it's very important to us as a way to honor our past and the veterans that still serve today.
They say these renovations will not only pay homage to those who have served, but will benefit the community in other ways. And those who want it to pass believe that losing it could be detrimental.
Not having the Memorial Hall is a loss for us because of meeting space, conventions, sports venue, gathering place for the community. We are constantly getting requests for space to have organizational meetings here or business meetings, and it's only we do is about 80 people.
The bond will be paid for through residents' property taxes, and if approved, it would add about $65 per $100,000 of assessed valuation. At Memorial Hall in Joplin, Jalen Banks, KOAM News.
The renovations would allow Memorial Hall to hold up to 2,800 people and 1,700 parking spots. The city is currently hosting an open house about the bond at the Joplin Avenue Coffee Company. That open house is going to run until 6:30 this evening. Another local fire protection district is asking voters to approve a ballot question that would increase their staffing but would raise taxes. The proposition would help the Jasper Fire Protection District pay 3 daytime firefighters. Currently, they rely on volunteers, which they are struggling to keep. If approved, it would add 30 cents per $100 of assessed valuation to property taxes. An Oklahoma bill that would ban trans student athletes from competing in women's sports is on its way to Governor Kevin Stitt's desk. The Save Women's Sports Act is a holdover from last session. The House approved an amended version yesterday, which the Senate passed on a 37-7 vote today. Supporters of the ban argue that trans athletes have an unfair advantage. Opponents say the problem doesn't exist in Oklahoma and that the bill would endanger transgender kids.
It saddens me that we are not considering the group of people that we are in fact marginalizing, telling them over and over again, you do not belong in sports in your school.
No one's saying that you can't compete in sports. All I'm saying is we need to leave female sports to biological females.
This bill is one of several the Republican-led legislature is considering targeting young transgender and gay people. Others would prevent transgender medical treatments for young people, prohibit cities from banning so-called conversion therapy, and prevent colleges and state agencies from mandating gender and sexuality-related training. Cherokee County, Kansas authorities have charged a West Mineral man with numerous felonies after a standoff with sheriff's deputies. He's 46-year-old Larry Overman. Officers say they responded to a call for a reported domestic disturbance at a home, and they found Overman armed with a rifle inside, refusing to allow a woman and numerous children to leave. The standoff continued for an hour and a half before the arrest. Charges against Overman include multiple counts of kidnapping, endangering the welfare of a child, and aggravated assault of a law enforcement officer. A Cherokee County, Kansas prosecutor has charged a man with child sex crimes. Authorities are holding 30-year-old Richard Sanchez of Cherokee in the Cherokee County Jail without bond. Sanchez is charged with sexual exploitation of a child, aggravated indecent liberties with a child, attempted rape, and aggravated intimidation of a witness or victim, among other charges. Checking in with Doug Hetty now for a first look at the weather.
Well, it turned out to be another chilly, somewhat damp day. A few little sprinkles, a few random little showers or drizzle out there, but the clouds hanging tough, so it stayed kind of chilly. We do have some light showers which have been popping up in southwestern parts of Missouri. Most of Kansas and Oklahoma are on the dry side, but this whole storm system is just taking its time working out of here. It's slowly progressing off toward the north and to the east, so we will see the clouds start to break up a little bit for us after midnight tonight, but they are going to stick around throughout the evening. Most of us low to mid 40s, a little warmer in our far southwestern counties. Still a little breezy out there. We have those north kind of westerly winds at about 5 to 15. Through the evening hours, we slide back through the 40s, kind of chilly later on tonight. We dip down near freezing for an overnight low. We're going to look toward the weekend here in just a bit.
See you then. Meta, the parent company of Facebook, is going to bring an $800 million data center to Kansas City. The 1 million square foot facility will be in the massive Golden Plains Technology Park in northern KC. It's expected to create 100 permanent jobs and more than 1,300 jobs at peak construction. The company hopes to open the data center by 2024. Pitt State students today checked out available jobs in the area at the school's Spring Career Day. The event was open to all majors and classifications. Businesses promoted opportunities from summer internships to full-time positions. Organizers say it's a great chance for students to network with professionals.
Always the hope of just making that connection, making it a one-stop place for students to come and talk to a multitude of employers that they can learn about a lot of different experiences and opportunities that are out there.
More than 100 area employers turned up to Pitt State's Overman Student Center for that event. A Knights of Columbus chapter in Webb City is handing out sweet treats for a good cause. Members are distributing Tootsie Rolls and collecting donations as part of an annual drive. Those donations will support programs that help people with intellectual disabilities, with half going to Joplin's community support services.
We will utilize this money for our store program in our behavioral BFIT program. BFIT provides behavioral services to persons with developmental disabilities.
The other half of the money raised will go to the Special Olympics. Coming up, Crowder College softball squares off against Missouri Valley in a doubleheader. Plus, a Seneca High School senior signs to continue her basketball career at the collegiate level.
Upgrade your ride this year.
The Crowder College softball team is in action today, hosting the Missouri Valley Vikings. The Crowder enters the day ranked 17th in the nation with a 24-4 overall record. The Rough Riders facing the Vikings today in a doubleheader at Neosho High School. Here's game one. Chelsea Bevel setting the tone early. Strikes out the side in the top of the first. The second inning, bases loaded for Skylar Randall. Randall singles through the gap. 2 score. Crowder leads 4-0. Then Lily Mahan hits a grounder into the second baseman. Flips over a glove. 2 more Rough Riders score. A big inning still going. Cassidy Lear gets all of this one. 2-run home run. Rough Riders put up 10 runs in the second inning. The next inning, McDonald County High School product Rita Santillan. Solo shot to left. Crowder cruises to a 12-1 win in 5 innings. In game 2, Crowder trying for the doubleheader sweep. Another convincing win here. They beat Missouri Valley 17-8. The Rough Riders are now 26-4 in their first 30 games of the season. One day after trading away Tyreek Hill, the Kansas City Chiefs bringing in another speedy wide receiver. The Chiefs signed Packers free agent Marquez Valdez-Scantling to a 3-year deal today, worth up to $36 million. Valdez-Scantling was a 5th-round pick for Green Bay back in 2018. He's racked up 2,100 yards and 13 touchdowns in 59 career games. A pair of local coaches have earned CNC Coach of the Year honors. On the boys' side, Galena's Matt Meyer is the league's Coach of the Year after leading the Bulldogs to a conference championship and their 3rd straight appearance in the state tournament. As for the girls, Colgan's Abby Farabi is the CNC Coach of the Year. Farabi led the Panthers to a historic season this year. Panthers went 21-0 in the regular season, won a sub-state title, and earned a spot in the state tournament in Manhattan for the second straight season.
It's really awesome. It's a great honor. There's some great coaches in our league, and it's been a great league this year. But I have great kids, so it makes my job really, really easy. I had a great assistant, so I don't know that I deserve, that much credit this year. It was just a great year. There was no drama. They all got along great. They had so much fun together. They were so unselfish. I think that's one thing that describes this team is how unselfish they were and how well they played for each other.
Well, today's a big day for Seneca High School senior Aaliyah Grotjohn. Grotjohn signs this afternoon to stay in Southwest Missouri and continue her basketball career at Cotty College. Grotjohn, no doubt one of the best in the area. She averaged 21 points and 7 rebounds per game this season, leading Seneca to a district title. Grotjohn is a 3-time first-team All-Big 8 player, was the Conference Player of the Year in 2021 and the District Player of the Year this season. She leaves Seneca as the program's all-time leading scorer with 1,950 points.
It means a lot. I've worked for this, and this is what I want to do, and I finally reached it, and I'm very happy that I reached this.
20 points a game, that's hard to replace. So even sometimes 30, or even 40, that's hard to replace. So she's a special player, special kid. I wish her the best.
If you've watched highlights of Seneca basketball, you've definitely heard her name this season. I always love when good players stay local.
You bet, as fans do as well. A little bit later, works with mice. Now researchers are working on a birth control pill that could be taken by men.
Plus, we're finally going to see the sunshine again. We're going to talk about that coming up. Well, it turned out to be another dreary day for us today. Temperatures struggled to warm up. Low to mid 40s once again with the clouds. A little bit of drizzle at times and a random shower, but it gets better. A nice Friday, sunshine, at least partly sunny skies will return. And then this is going to set us up for a pretty good weekend on tap for a Saturday and Sunday. Now, we do have a storm system next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, so that will be where our focus goes over the next couple days. You can always get my month-long blog. That's KOAMnewsnow.com. You can get my long-range forecast. I have it out all the way through May, so you can take a look and see what severe weather season looks like. It's dreary. Indigo Sky Casino and Resort. Of course, Indigo is just outside of Seneca, Missouri. We're going to have the clouds sticking around throughout the evening hours, but eventually we'll start to clear out later on tonight. Low to mid 40s, a little bit warmer once you get into northeastern Oklahoma, but in general, low to mid 40s across the region. We have these kind of northeasterly winds at about 5 to 10, which continue to kick in, and that's what we're going to have as we go through the rest of the evening hours, so staying a little bit on the breezy side. A lot of clouds. Here's 7th and Range Line sitting at 44. Humidity is still high at 71%. Through the evening hours, clouds stick. After midnight, we'll start to clear out. Now, what that's going to do is allow these temperatures to drop back. Most of us 31, 32, 33 degrees for an overnight low. But cloudy skies, most of the showers off to our east. We're still getting a few little patches of drizzle and light showers southwestern Missouri, but overall, we're starting to dry out across the entire 4-state area as this storm system wraps up and slowly heads off toward the north and to the east. Not a whole bunch going on out west. That means we're going to have a nice little stretch of pretty good weather as we head into the weekend and early next week. All right, let's go through time. Through the overnight hours tonight, we'll stop early tomorrow morning. We have clear skies, but there's temperatures cold into lower 30s. Partly sunny skies tomorrow, but I think in general, we look pretty good. Our temperatures a little bit warmer, actually quite a bit warmer, 33 in the morning, 56 by noon, high temp is 61. We get some clouds in here late in the day into tomorrow night. There's a weak little wave that is going to rotate in, and this could give us a few random sprinkles, maybe a random shower or two Saturday morning, but most of us will stay dry. By Saturday afternoon, we look pretty good. High temperatures, once again, right around 60 degrees. It gets better by the time we head into early next week. We're actually going to warm up quite a bit, but I don't know what happened to my graphic there, but we will be watching for showers and thunderstorms moving in by the time we head into Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. All right, 61 tomorrow, hair cooler Saturday, those sprinkles. Look at Sunday, near 70 degrees, near 80 on Monday and Tuesday. Thunderstorm chances Tuesday night Wednesday into Thursday morning. On Wednesday, some of those could be strong, maybe severe, so we'll keep our eyes on that. But overall, we get a pretty good, nice chunk of days.
Yeah, it's certainly a nice weekend to get outside. Assuming we can dodge those 10% chances of thunderstorms, showers on Saturday.
Random sprinkle, not a big deal.
Random sprinkle. Thanks, Doug. Hey, don't forget you can be the first to know about the day's weather with the KOAM Skywatch weather app. You can get severe weather updates straight to your phone. It doesn't cost a thing, and boy, it's especially important this time of year. It's available in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. It's the KOAM Skywatch weather app. Coming up, when birth control pills for men could be hitting the market. First, though, we honor a local veteran. Roger Bush served in the U.S. Navy aboard the USS Reuben James. The Parsons, Kansas native was stationed in the Persian Gulf, and we are proud to salute Senior Chief Roger Bush, a four-state hero. You can learn about lots of other heroes, thousands of them from all across the 4 states. We have more than 3,000 in our database. You can also submit a hero of your own anytime. It's very simple. Just go to our website, koamnewsnow.com. Researchers plan to start human trials later this year for the first male birth control pill. Scientists from the University of Minnesota say they've developed an oral contraceptive that does not contain hormones and does not cause harmful side effects. They presented their findings this week at a meeting of the American Chemical Society. Reporter Laura Podesta has more.
Some men embrace the role of fatherhood, but for those who are not ready, their main choices are condoms, a vasectomy, or relying on women to manage contraception. Soon, they could have a new option.
We are very optimistic and very hopeful.
Scientists at the University of Minnesota developed a pill for men that blocks a vitamin A producing gene needed for conception. After a 4-week test on mice, researchers say the pill dramatically reduced sperm counts and was 99% effective in preventing pregnancy without harmful side effects.
We target non-hormonal pathways so that we wouldn't have those hormonal side effects.
The mice could be fathers again 4 to 6 weeks after they stopped receiving the compound.
As a urologist, I'm excited because this is something different. This is something non-hormonal.
Medical experts caution while the findings are encouraging, they're also preliminary.
We have to wait. It may take years before we actually see this as an option for men.
For people we spoke to here in Times Square, a birth control pill for men is an idea whose time has come.
Overall, more safety during sex, for both partners, that'd be beneficial, especially for me, so I would take it.
I probably would try it out, while I'm still young at least. And then when I get older, I just let it rip.
If the FDA gives the okay, clinical trials for humans could begin within 6 months. Laura Podesta, CBS News, New York.
Other possible male birth control pills currently undergoing clinical trials target testosterone, which could come with side effects, including weight gain and depression, as well as adversely affect cholesterol levels. A final check of the forecast next.
Salon service is provided by the Wild Side in Pittsburgh.
Up next on the CBS Evening News, President Biden promises the U.S. will take in 100,000 Ukrainians, and what the president says about America's response if Russia uses chemical weapons. Then, like last week, CBS coverage of the NCAA basketball tournament begins tonight at 6, meaning we will not have a 6 p.m. news, and our late news will once again be later than usual, possibly around 11 tonight. You can also catch KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. The weather looking up, Doug.
Yeah, we're going to see the sun return for us tomorrow. At least partly sunny skies, which is nice. 61, so at least we warm up. Near 60 once again on Saturday. We may get a random sprinkle in the morning. Not a big deal. Sunday's going to be fantastic. Monday looks good. Most of Tuesday looks good. And then thunderstorms in Tuesday night and Wednesday.
Great weekend to get outside.
Yeah.
Final sports notes.
We got some high school baseball coming up tonight. McDonald County on the road against Carthage. We'll have highlights from that one at 9, and then at 11:30, whenever we're back here for the 10 news.
Who knows what time it is? We just know it will be after basketball. Thanks for joining us. CBS Evening News is next. Again, basketball coverage begins at 6. Our late news later than usual. Let's make it a great evening.